Hello, my name is Ian, and today's album is More Joe Harnell, More Bossa Nova Pops. Today's album, More Joe Harnell, More Bossa Nova Pops, arranged conducted by Joe Harnell. This is album KL1325, recorded in New York. I think I paid $12-13 for this album. Released in 1963. The cover here, it's in good condition. It's not mint, but it's fair enough. I do have the original inner sleeve if I can get it out. There you go. Original sleeve, plastic sleeve, extra plastic sleeve, I guess. There you go. The original has nothing written on it, so I won't waste time with it. This is near mint album, of course. Here, if you put this in the light for you, as you can see, this is Bossa Nova. Let me put this back in. This is, Bossa Nova, released in 1963. This album came right after the 1962 Grammy-winning Joe Harnell. It was called, this album was called, Fly Me to the Moon and the Bossa Nova Pops. Joe Harnell was a for-hire pianist in the 50s. He started very young as well. He was already in a band at the age 14 playing jazz. He played for Judy Garland, Marlene Dietrich, and Peggy Lee. He was also a music composer, and you don't know the name, but you know what he did. He did the music for The Incredible Hulk when Dr. Banner is walking down the street by himself alone. He also composed the music for The Bionic Woman and made the music for Rocky III. And don't know if you remember the science fiction TV show called V, where the aliens, they're reptiles and they rip their skin off and they eat people basically. And he also made for a TV soap called Santa Barbara. Even though this was recorded in mono, don't be fooled by it. The quality of the record is spectacular. The pressing is fantastic. The sound is great. And actually would put many other records printed today, pressed today, to shame. I'm talking to you, Oasis. Their latest reissue is garbage. This is 1963, and with the technology they had back then, I think this is quite spectacular. It's also a perfect entry to Bossa Nova. All the music arrangements in this album were made to be non-offensive. This is an instrumental album. The emphasis is on the piano. It's not very exotic. It's very Americanized. When the Bossa came to America, right, it's a little bit too exotic for the radio station. And this album was done for a radio station or a party at home. For me, this album reminds me of coming home after hard days at work and having a glass of martini and enjoying my time, just chilling, take off your jacket, glass of martini and chill. Also reminds me of maybe me and my wife by the pool, having a little barbecue with this music playing in the background. Since there are no voice, the beauty of this record is a little bit, it's simple, but it's complicated at the same time because it's so non-offensive, right? It is so designed, so well produced, and so well arranged to flow in the background. You can never say that, oh, this is where the guitar guy comes in, or this is where the drum comes in, or this is where the piano comes in. So you don't have references in the album like this. Oh, it's this time now, so we need to enjoy it more. I've listened to this record 5 times before I'm doing this review, and I could never tell where I was in the record before the record was over, or I had to take a look at my turntable and say, oh, we're almost done there. So it's very homogenic. It's not like, oh, 3 good songs, 1 bad song, or 3 bad songs, 2 good songs. It's not a record that you would skip a song because you don't really know where we are in the album, and there's nothing bad there. Everything sounds cool and mellow. This played on the radio. I think it reached in the top 6 on the charts for I think Latin music or musical performance. Also, this album was voted like in the 5 best record by his peers, other arrangers and conductors, as to the quality of the music and the arrangements. Some people will say this is elevator music. Elevator music, usually it's redone songs by low I don't want to say low-end band, but a band with no budget, right? So basically they will take the song, strip it to the bare minimum. So the arrangements, they don't have money for studio, they don't have money for a good band. These are made on the cheap, and usually they're made because people don't want to pay royalty to the artist or the band. They will only pay the royalty for the composer. So instead of having the 4 or 5 layers of royalty, it's very cheap. You take a song, I can do this too and put it on Spotify tomorrow, and the royalty I have to pay very little. I could take Fly Me to the Moon, for example, and I only take the music, right? I don't sing the song, I don't have vocals, so, and then it would be very, very cheap. Spotify would take less of a commission to give back than if I just redid the song with the original arrangements, the original lyrics and everything like that. So every music is stripped down, no budget, no studio time, no nothing. This album was produced to be played on the radio. That's why it's so perfect. They had time, they had the studio, they had the technology at the time. This is fantastic recording. I think this was recorded at 22 New York Cap Studio. It was a good studio, and they didn't cut corners, because the previous album, Bossa Nova, that he did also did well on the charts. So when they came around for the second one, they said, all right, this is proven already, so let's go all in. So that's why it's such of a good quality. You can find reissues of this album. There's also a CD of it on, I think you can find it on Amazon. The records, the original one like this, they go between $8 and I think $22, $23. I think is a good investment for a collection. Like I said, it's not hardcore Bossa, right? It's not Stan Getz, it's not Astrid Gilberto. It's easygoing music where you can have a good time and you're not focusing. If you listen to the music, it's great music, don't get me wrong, but it's not the voice of Gilberto, it's not the saxophone of Stan Getz. This is music meant to be to relax to. You sit in the sofa, like I said, have a glass, maybe not whiskey, a little bit too strong, but have a cocktail or something, or sit in the backyard, sit by the pool, have this in the background, right? It won't stop you to think about what you're thinking, unlike maybe more involved music. But you will relax, you watch the sunset or watch the rainfall, whatever, and I'm sure you're gonna have a good time. So anyway, that was that for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you later.